place.
Welcome everyone! We are the Grin brothers, and we're going to show off this prayer pot for the start, because apparently it's got some funny animations to it. So first, I guess it's prayer. Training prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Increase EXP by 1% during the next expedition. Quest rewards are not affected. Story.
That's just a bow, but okay.
Yeah.
Offer a charm. Because apparently I've got a side quest to do at least 2 charms, so...
Yeah, you can offer like 4 at a time, tops. It just increases.
Well, let's just offer 2, see if that fills out the quest.
Yeah, it should do. Gives you 60 minutes.
I thought you were going to like put in the paper that's the same thing as before. And now we'll see what...
She did put in the paper, ate it.
And now we'll see what Amiibo does. Oh, that's a cute picture.
Yeah.
Got chicken. I think it's a chicken.
It's a Jari Crake.
Okay, so Amiibo time with Wii Fit Trainer. Okay, so so it's from the little characters from there. Wait, sorry, what did you say?
Something about the goddess.
Like, does she live in that pot? Oh, he's like looking at it, he's like, please help! I've been trapped here for days!
What will it be? Crescent moon. No blessings today.
Oh, it gives me a charm.
It can give you a bunch of different items. It depends on what result you get. Crescent moon is like the lowest tier.
Yeah.
Half moon is middle quality. Full moon is best quality.
Okay, and yeah, I can turn in the offering thing now. Yeah,
There you go, Wii Fit Trainer, return.
I'm going to get Snapshot leveled up.
Return to your dark corner.
And all that just gave me was more of the charms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're ready now.
That's the wrong way.
What? I thought it was Adventure Time.
No, you're talking to a suspicious Melinx.
Oh. What's a Melinx?
A cat.
But I thought that...
They're a different breed of cat.
That reminds me of that post. So what's your breed of dog? Oh, this is a German Shepherd. What's your breed of cat? Fluffy.
Pretty much. They're like wild and suspicious.
And yet they still make puns.
Yeah, what do you expect from them? They're cats.
I think there's something wrong with society when your humour dilapidates to puns.
Yes.
Never you're suspicious.
Navarro is suspicious. His head is the size of a melon.
I will say though, Navarro seems to look more normal in this anime-esque art style than the cats who just kind of look like they do as if they've been straight ported from Monster Hunter.
To be honest, Navarro would be terrifying in Monster Hunter. Like, no, please don't.
We take bottle caps.
Well, sucks to be you, Dan! Yeah, so...
So guy is, James from Team Rocket wants 12 caps, and what do you get from it?
You can get various items like different hairstyles, clothes for Navarro, and a character that hasn't appeared yet.
Navarro, no, I don't want any of that. You need clothes. It's freaky. You live in my house.
It's how I got him with the mustache and top hat. More importantly...
Also, I love how they have to keep getting a barrel every time for him to look up to everyone.
It's also how you increase the size of your stables.
Perfect. We've got a date with an Everden.
That's
What's that?
where you get bottle caps.
Oh.
Wait.
They did say.
South Kamuna Everden? That place has kind of a notable history, you know.
We're going to disregard all of its history to grab bottle caps.
No, we get to sit and listen to a story instead.
Right in the very depths of the den.
This story has absolutely nothing to do with what happens in the den, by the way.
Fight a giant vending machine.
It's completely irrelevant.
There was a big fuss about a huge monster showing up.
You know what would be nice if they did the parallel crossover because Metal Gear Solid crossed over with Monster Hunter before, and having the PSP game have you fight Rapaham. It'd be great if you had to fight one of the Metal Gears.
That would be amazing.
In the low light, they could just make out a monster with pale white whiskers and shimmering blue
You know,
eyes.
apparently Biggs and Wedge from Final Fantasy are named after Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
It's weird.
White whiskers?
Interesting fact about Star Wars, relating instead to Pokemon, Alan, the, true champion of Kalos,
Oh, yeah.
he was apparently based off of Luke Skywalker.
I do not see the similarities, but okay.
He also is also one of the few anime characters who's canonically been referenced several times in games. Because he's been referenced by Steven in both Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and in...
Was he?
Yeah, apparently if you had Steven's shiny beldam,
Yeah.
Steven would make a comment about how he'd fought alongside a trainer with a black Charizard against legendaries before.
Huh.
And he apparently also makes a similar reference to Alan in Pokemon Masters EX.
Interesting.
So even though Alan's never appeared in any of the games, he is commonly referenced.
Which is more interesting because the anime is considered a separate canon to the games.
I know, right? Complete lack of respect.
So I completely went over what they were talking about. You said it wasn't
Story about a scary monster in a cave, but it turned out to be Chief Gara dancing.
Why are they scared of... Like, monsters are such a common thing, I don't think they'd think much of it.
Well,
Like, if a tank rocked up, they'd think it's weird because it's not an actual monster. And they'd consider it a true monster. I mean, there's to the point where they're calling monster monsties. They've, kawaii-ized them.
yeah, but there's
They've
also...
mowied them.
There's monsters, several monsters that are supposed to be able to bring about the end of the world.
Look, the world hasn't ended yet.
And,
After all, apparently we're going to Monster Hunter 7 next.
Karen is
6.
considered kind of like a joke amongst the player base of Elder Dragons. It's literally just a horse with a unicorn horn. Yeah, that can apparently wipe out entire villages.
It's when we don't into
settlements.
actual monsters, you run into monsters all the time. This game is literally about us. We're riding on the monsters.
Navro, you're a monster. Look at you. Just do whatever you want.
Like, I don't know what I'm looking for item-wise now, so...
Anything you want.
From what I hear, I'm just looking for bowl caps now.
The bottle caps are only in the evidence. Evidence do appear on the map. And they are unique in the fact that they're a
Is that an Eviden?
No,
I couldn't get to that island before.
you can't get to it now. You need to be able to swim.
Oh. It looked like you could get there.
No.
Because it looked like the war had subsided. It looked yellow.
You'll get swimming... You get a swimmer next chapter. You get someone with Ivy Climb.
Okay, I apparently need to kill some insects. Well, it's kind of a shame because I've got a new weapon I want to sort of demonstrate, but I have to kill some insects.
So hammer it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll start off with the new weapon equipped anyway.
Yeah, I got a bow. It's pretty. It looks like
Pink.
coral. Yeah, they even tell you it requires a blunt blow.
Yeah. A little... Navro will, like, make a comment at the beginning of each fight about the monster. He talks a lot, to be fair.
They're all targeting me.
Yes. And none of your allies are being helpful.
That is pretty typical.
Show me what you got.
So there's also a feature that if you level up to a certain point, like if an enemy...
They auto kill him like in Earthbound.
You have a button to auto kill them. For some reason it's not automatic, you have to choose to do it. But
So something I was going to talk about, but it's actually probably better if you have a fun time talking about it.
okay.
To go for instead. You know how you accuse the tea shop I'm trying to get a job at as potentially being that of a drug den?
Yeah.
Well, I've actually managed to get from the secret archives the menu selection they've got for their backstore wares, and there's some here I think you'd have a good laugh reading out.
Oh, there's one that's already raised my eyebrow. There's two sides.
Yeah, there's two sides.
1886 blend.
Yep.
100 grams for £7.
I've had the 1886 blend, pretty good.
There's the evidence.
Yeah.
There's also some
What?
gold mining node
Okay.
around the corner. Yes, can
The
you?
Eviden
Yes,
looks
you-
exactly like the regular den.
No, it's more square.
I'm not going to... Just make it a different colour!
No. They already have 3 colours of den. Grey, gold, and later on silver. Well, I think it's meant to be platinum or diamond, but... 1886 blend. A Sam TGFOP1 took FOP How do you... That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to figure out what that is. A Sam TG Fop one?
Yeah.
What?
It's just code, you know, for nothing suspicious, just a regular tea.
Kalon Kenilworth. Decaffeinated breakfast tea. Lapsang Souchong. Margaret's Hope First Flush Darjeeling. Oh my god, that better have cocaine in it for that price.
Yeah, 25 quid.
For 100 grams? Are you
It
kidding
is their
me?
most expensive tea.
Also, what does first flush mean? Like, do they harvest it from toilets? Yes, this has been freshly harvested from the first flush of the public toilets.
The one that I think I find the most fun is actually on the other side, but you'll know it immediately when you read it.
Bohemian Raspberry. That's
what?
wordplay. What?
Oh, I need to kill some of these guys, don't I?
Yeah. Also, because you've got a monster...
My character had a alert thing on him all of a sudden. I didn't press B or anything. He just went, huh?
No, that was probably the monsters noticing you.
Okay. Let's see. These guys are speed, which outdoes power, doesn't it? So,
Yeah.
so I need to switch to a technique, and I've only got one of those. Oh, Snapjaw's technique.
Yeah.
I can show off Snapjaw for this time. And I'm not sure if there's any use, but I'll actually see about trying out the new weapon.
I think it... I can't remember. You've got the new weapon equipped.
Ah.
It's set to your default weapon at the moment.
Oh, wait, no, these guys are speedy, so technique.
Yeah. And you probably can't
That
tell.
that one's bigger.
He is. I can't tell what
So I should
Snapjaw's
probably...
attacking, but yeah, go for the Velocitron.
Yeah!
Oh, there you go.
Oh, so I don't even get to use the bow, I just use that double attack fee.
So, the main mechanic the bow has, other than status elements, is charge, where instead of attacking for a turn,
Oh, now it's really mad.
you charge up. And then, at the end of your next turn, I can't remember what he changes to when he's enraged, but he won't be using speed. So he's either using technique or power.
I'm going to use speed myself in case I get clash.
There you go, he's using power.
Oh, good choice then.
Yeah. I forget a lot of the time what the enraged forms do. It doesn't even matter.
I still haven't actually regularly fired this bow yet.
And you never will. Vanilla Sunday.
Nanka got a bow and she immediately ran up and just whacked around the face with it.
Yep. There's the Jasmine Dragon Pearls at £14 for 100 grams. Gunpowder Green.
Gunpowder is a nice tea.
Dragon Well, Matrigricha. Formosa Smoked Fiolo. Motto Oolong, or as I'm going to call it, Smoked YOLO.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm surprised you didn't make that connotation there.
Extravagant Earl Grey. This isn't normal Earl Grey, kids. It's extravagant Earl Grey. It's the one that comes in a fancy dress and, like, slaps your wife at the dinner party or something.
Why is that the direction you went with?
Because violence is always a solution. No, sorry. Violence isn't always a solution, but it's always an option. Blueberry Rebos? Turkish apple? Peppermint and licorice? Why?
Oh, there it is.
Rosebuds. Why do you spend 7 quid for 50 grams of rosebuds? Why would you drink rosebuds? Oh. Some of these are like 50 grams. You only get 50 grams of Dragon Pearl for 14 quid. Which means it is still cheaper than the first flush. But Silver Needle is 16 quid for 50 grams.
Yeah, I figured Silver Needle was the one that took your interest.
So that's 32 quid for 100 grams.
No, what? Hello?
Yeah, there's probably one lying about somewhere.
Power beats technique, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm in
Yes.
good position here.
You've got a contra attack in there as well.
Can
Who spends that much? I'm asking like who spends that much money. I watched a video about expensive fruit, and you can spend hundreds of quids, well, £100 on a goddamn square melon, which you can't even eat because it's not ripe.
I mean, it's the same thing with, well, it's like a lot of YouTube videos are like that sort of thing. I was charging the insect.
Yeah, I
the
know.
Insect.
I know. I'm not doing this as like a disappointment. It's poisoned. Can you poison it? Why is your monster using a speed attack? How does an Abdanath use a speed attack?
Ah! He still always killed the...
Yeah. My favourite is when they win the clash, but they die to the attack. Because, like, your monster...
viable.
Like, recoils back in pain. And, like, they're like, yeah, I did it! And then it stops. And then suddenly switches to them, like, collapsing on the floor really dramatically. Like,
okay, let's see if this does any good.
yeah, I believe bow is what they're weak to.
Well, hammer they definitely resist, so...
And they resisted sword in the boss fight.
Oh, thank you.
Kanya is Kana. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't listen.
I will one day fire this bow!
She's really good when it comes to healing your team. Oh, you'll get to fire the bow now. Unless you use a skill. I have not actually seen... I, like, do not pay attention when my allies do stuff, so I haven't actually used any
Oh, there we
skills.
go. There. Now you can learn how to actually use a bow properly.
I don't know if my voice is picking up well, because I've been very, like, droning. I kind of feel like it's going to sound like white noise.
Yeah. I figured you'd find it interesting, like, specifically the Silver Needle.
Silver Needle is a very dramatic name. I'm more interested in the price of these things. Like, I'm pretty sure you could buy drugs cheaper
So,
than...
which one should I ask Silverwing to buy me?
I don't think you can afford any of them.
Yeah,
that's stuttering.
I was going to say, what happened? I turned away and suddenly the world's lagging on me.
I've not had that happen to me. That's weird.
Let's see. If
Oh,
I use a power, would that...
I think kinship ends this.
Wait, kinship would end it. Okay,
yeah, he's also enraged,
Yeah.
so he's using speed. Oh, I think I know why it was lagging. He had the...
There we go.
like, particle effects for his enrage, but he also had the poison effect, which was...
Oh, no, well... So support also fell down.
Yeah. But your allies are pretty much guaranteed crits, so... Don't worry, he's fine. He'll get back up one day.
He's sleeping!
Yeah, you only harvested, like, his scales and flame sacks. Oh.
Vanilla sad.
I'm gonna quickly check on her.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
I'm going to.
Let's see, something to talk about whilst I wait for... Is there no more insects? Oh no, the insects all died. I was trying to get the insects because... Let's see, I think that's everything around here. Yep, that's all the items I can see. Oh, and there's nothing else. Yeah, so let's see, things to talk about. Well, one of the artists I follow in DeviantArt, Cherry Kagura Owo. I think it's Owo. It's like a little face thing at the end. She's also got a YouTube channel where she does speed paints and such. So she's actually one of the ones I've recently subscribed to. So if you want, consider checking out her channel for some, if you enjoy speed paints. Honestly, I'm not super into art in terms of the creation process, but it's fascinating to see the how things end up dramatically changing when certain things are applied. Like, it looks unfinished, and then like a single bit of shading or such suddenly changes it to a huge extent, sort of thing, which is fascinating to sort of see sort of things come to life like that. Oh, nothing down here. Oh, can any of them climb up here? No, I don't think so. I don't think any of them have the vine climbing. I know one of them is the rock smashing, but I haven't encountered a scene to rock smash. But yeah, like, and so, that's just been, it's nice sort of like when I can actually follow the sort of DeviantArt artists on other sort of things as well. So, being able to sort of, because I was always watching, I think it's Michirot Zero. There's speed paints, before, so I reckon the other way was the way I'm not supposed to go. It's you know, I always want to make sure I've explored the area properly first. So let's nip down this way. So despite how, you know, I try to keep things focused on the video game aspect with, you know, like even in terms of who I like and subscribe, so that it all fits the tone, so that, you know, because like before, back in the day, you could actually, you know, see what people subscribe to, you know, liked videos as well. I actually am disappointed that YouTube doesn't allow that, because I felt it was a good way to in turn also promote the people I'm liking in the, you know, for people who enjoy the Grin Brothers content, you can also see the content that we are in turn are also watching. But sadly you can't do that anymore because, you know, YouTube has likes as private only. But Jerry's been very generous with a lot of the things they do. Oh, was Vanilla lonely? Did she want some company?
She'd heard some dogs going by as well, so...
Oh, what? Oh.
Pig charged you.
I'm assuming pig are power. Oh no, they've ambushed. Well, that's at least it's a good thing to show this off. Although, you know, was it Nick Nawata?
Yeah.
Cat.
Oh,
at least
Navarro.
he was still able to, you know, say, "There's some birds tagging us!"
Yeah.
Okay, so, I'm assuming these guys are also power, but I might as well... Well, I'll find out after this interaction.
Remember, after every attack they do, it appears underneath the health bar.
Yeah.
Including when they surprise attacked you, it did show you.
Oh, sorry, I missed that completely.
I know.
They're not the strongest of people, though.
No, these are the little pigs. So it's okay.
Let's see. Power's being by speed.
Yeah. That's right, eating it, Vanilla.
Yeah, see, I remember you.
And no one is interacting with each other.
Honestly, I figured Pierce would be the best thing against boars, given they were typically killed via, you know, actually holding the spear out in front of them to let them charge into it.
Yeah, you try holding a bow out in front of you and see how well it does against a boar.
It doesn't help that there's no spear. Okay, none of them used their typical thing.
And it's dead. The most effective weapon against pigs. Raptors.
Power attack, 3 damage. Oh, they are weak to sword. It's funny seeing a giant great sword and it's like...
On a tiny child.
Again, I really would have thought the sword and shield would have been the standard starting weapon, not, you know, he is tiny child, have big sword.
They like great sword, to be fair. It's the end of the episode, I know.
Yeah, I was just talking about, you know, artists I follow sort of thing, because they mentioned that, like, usually, you know, I'll find from a Deviant Art post or status post on or this sort of thing, that they also have a YouTube channel, so, weirdly enough, a lot of times that... I know! That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for the treasure chest.
Yeah, you use that to get to the treasure chest.
Okay.
He'll say that every single time.
Every single time?
Yeah. Because he'll also say it if you can't do it. Every single time.
No, wow. Ugh. Okay, that's weird. It just changes.
So every
They
time...
do realise that, you know, that would just
there
get...
you go. Killer arrow.
Wait, is that literally the weapon I've got?
No. You've got the yian-kut-ku arrow. So it's weaker.
Yeah. Can you sell these?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good then. I kind of expected him to give you one. Okay, yeah, so let's end the episode.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
I was trying to find the insect, but okay.
It's part of the same fight.
Okay.
Like, comment, subscribe for content that we make and...
And now for a stressed out dog too.
Yes, we have a dog in here. A dog with anxiety. And many other...
Oh, I can't
issues.
believe these new Zoomers and and all that with the anxiety. You young people.
He's like 80.
We never had this back in my day.
Anyway, bye.
Cheerio.